Welcome to Baltic, Poznan, Poland, but warning, avoid this scam. It happened right away. It's not that serious, it's not going to cost you a lot of money. What's quite annoying, I'll tell you about it anyway. We'll take a wee walk. I've just avoided hypothermia here. I can't believe it. 23 degrees yesterday. Today it's unbelievably cold. Let's take a walk. Everybody's got big jackets on, hats, all the locals, they're not messing about, they know what it's like here, okay? That taxi there, we're going to talk about that in a wee second, okay? Right, I found Spider-Man. That's the first thing I need to tell you. Spider-Man side of the building, see him just crawling down? Found him. Okay, apology to all the people from Poznan. I have filmed videos here earlier on where there was literally nobody on the streets. Guy's not too happy. There was nobody on the streets here earlier on, right? And now they've all come out of their houses. So that street there's actually really busy. But I filmed it already, so I'm not going to go back to it. It'd be so boring. So we'll go down this street. It might not be that exciting either. It's got some really nice buildings in it, but there's a lot of building work going on here on the left hand side. So it's under construction a wee bit in certain parts. Here we go. Scottish food place, McDonald's. Right, let's continue. Wait till I tell you about my first experience when I arrived in Poznan. Now this can happen anywhere, right? You might have seen the travel day video when you seen me in the taxi, okay? Now, when I get out of the airport, right in front of you at Poznan Airport, it's really small airport, so it's pretty easy. You pizza place there. It's pretty easy to find, okay? And when I first get out, I thought, will I get a boat or an Uber? I've got the apps on there, right? And I priced up a boat and it was really cheap. It was like 28 Polish zloty, whatever you call it. So it was like £6 or something like that. Wee American diners here, double B's, American diner. Did you expect that? Well, it's pretty cool inside. Look at all the seats. It's pretty cool. It's double B's. Let's walk down this way. And yeah, so I thought, well, I get the boat. It was like £6. And I thought, well, I've got Polish currency on me. I'm only here really a day, so I'm going to just use it. And I thought, I'll support the local taxi drivers, I'll get a taxi. So I'd already Googled it. I mean, taxi drivers forget now you've got Google. You can just find out what the average cost of a taxi is, right? And there was no traffic really. To be fair, the taxis and the Ubers and the boats here are very cheap. They're very underpriced. They should not be charging as low as they do, but I don't set the prices. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? Wee artisan place, nice area. So the guided tour place not doing too well today with the weather probably. It's a shame. Another wee diner here as well. So yeah, the price on the boat and Uber was like £6. So I thought, okay, taxi driver's probably going to be a bit more. Taxis, mate, it could even be up to double more, to be fair. It depends on what the deals are. But I'd already googled it, and it says the taxi normally would cost you between 30 and 40 zloty. So it's really, still really cheap, still too cheap. Should be charging more, right? But anyway, so I get in the taxi, and driver never really said much most of the journey until the last 2 minutes. He started talking away to me, and he was asking first time and everything there, which is nice to be friendly, right? And he was telling me how he was at local university around the corner and stuff, and just pointed out, okay. So I noticed his taxi meter was not on. That was the first red flag, right? So I thought, okay, here's the cosy club, drink bar and cafes. That was the first red flag. We go down to Old Town Square, it's the nicest parts down here. And so I thought, okay, we get to the hotel. Now my hotel is further back, a couple of minutes. It's not even right in the town centre at Old Town Square. So I thought, this guy's going to charge at least 40 or 50, and at the end of the day that's nothing, right? I'm not even bothered with money, just the principle, right? So anyway, we stopped, no meter on, and I thought, right, what's he going to try and get away with here? And I thought he was going to be cheeky and try and get 50 or 60, right? No, he went even better. He made up a random number, a totally random number, as if it was genuine, right? He said that'll be 77. Now, that's not a lot of money, okay? And I actually think the ride's worth that. The annoying thing is, see if the guy just said it's 50 euros, or 50 Polish zloty, sorry, not euros, 50 euros or 50 zloty. Because I'd a chat with him, that I probably would have tipped him. I'd have gave him 70. I'd have given him 70 Polish zlotys. I keep them mixed up with euros. They do accept euros a lot of places here, by the way. So I was just like that to the guy. that's not the price. I was like, your meter's not been on, where did you get the price from? And then he's like, oh, where did you get the price from? And I was like, well, you're 3 times the price of Bolt. Bolt was 28, he was 77, that's literally almost 3 times the price, right? Again, it's not the money, it's hardly any money, right? It's just the principle. Just basically create a good first impression for your city when you come in here. I know the taxi ride is not 77, and if you just say to me, even if you charge me just a wee bit more, I probably wouldn't have questioned it and they gave you a good tip. So anyway, at that point obviously I was quite annoyed. I was like, no way, it's not 77. Bear in mind, if he thinks that's a genuine price, he'll be expecting a tip, he'll be expecting to get 90, 100, you never know. The nightclub there, the Arena Club, I found another nightclub in the video, you'll see it later on. It is getting busier here. I filmed here earlier on, it was absolutely dead, especially in the travel day video. It was just absolutely dead. Let's go down this way actually. I filmed around there already. And so then the guy's like that to me. So the guy knew obviously he was overcharging, right? The guy was like, okay, just give me what you want, give me 50, which is still over what the fare should be, right? So I was like, right, okay. So it's not a major thing, right? And I don't mean to be negative, but when I done the videos in Prague, I had quite a few people complaining, saying I wasn't telling you about all the scams in Prague. I did do one telling you about the currency scam. Everybody knows about that. The sad thing is, it was still people commenting saying that they had relatives and stuff who'd actually been in Prague and they'd been pickpocketed, and then they went to get money exchange, and there was people outside the exchange place offering them a better rate, even when it was open, not when it was shut. But obviously some people, especially maybe elderly people, I'm not discriminating against the elderly, right, but especially elderly people maybe don't understand that obviously that's a scam. So sometimes the obvious to me is not obvious to everybody else. Nice wee restaurant here, busy later on I'd imagine. Oh, a wee statue next to it as well. Probably different wee places down there as well. Public toilets there. So yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a game changer getting scammed out of £5 or £10 in a taxi, is it? It's not, but it's just the principle, isn't it? You could be going further, but obviously I'm coming here, but let's say you're not going to Poznan, you're going further away, so that could end up costing you a lot more money if the taxi driver thinks they can get away with it. So the major mistake that I done, as soon as I got in the taxi, I should have said to the guy, how much is it to the city centre? And I don't know why I didn't do that, because I was almost ready to get the Bolt, and I thought I'll just get the taxi and spend the currency. So that was a mistake, to say the least. Let's see if I can take you down to this place here. Just been wandering about, finding different places. I've found something up here that might be of interest to you. Hopefully you've watched this to the end, you might find it a benefit. I might include it in another video, mind you. We'll wait and see. There's not many places here showing the football, like English Premier League and stuff like that. A wee bar here called Dam. It was called the Explorers Bar as well. There's quite a lot of people in there, could be like backpackers and stuff in there. Looks like a good wee vibe, it's a lovely bar in there, it's like a wee cocktail bar. But if you're looking for a bar that shows the football, I tried to find the Dubliner earlier on, but it didn't open till 5 o'clock. I was planning to nip in and grab a screen for the St Mirren game before they come in, but Google Maps couldn't find it. You'll see that in another video, I'll talk about that. But anyway, if you are looking to watch the football or play darts, I think they've got dartboard in here as well. There's a wee Irish pub here called Tanner's. I don't really know how traditional Irish it is, but all I can tell you is they show all the Premier League games. It's nice and cosy inside, and it's far too cold for me to be doing videos anymore, and I'm going straight in there. Here we go, they're advertising all the games at the time of filming. That's the games that were on, and I was in at the end of the Everton Arsenal game earlier on, and that is Tanner's Bar. There we go. So the money I've saved in the taxi I can spend in Tanner's Bar. So anyway, just a wee random one, just letting you know about a wee mini scam, right? I mean, the driver was at it, and the ironic thing he said to me when he was chatting away to me, he gave me his card and he says, if you need a taxi tomorrow, phone my business number. And that was before he gave me the price, and as soon as he gave me the price, obviously that conversation came to an end. It's just, I mean, they need to increase the prices, to be fair. I actually think they need to increase the prices. The same with in Prague. The taxi I got to the airport was like £12 through Bolt, which is ridiculous because it was at least a 20-25 minute journey. It's far too cheap. So I don't know how they can make a living. So I understand why they are getting tempted to do it, but I think they just need to increase the prices. If people go to the airport are going to pay a couple of pound more. I did give the guy a good tip because I had some check money on me, but the guy in Poznan missed out on a good tip because he was a cheeky rascal. That's all I can really say about it. It's quite a bit of building work in Poznan. Right, another wee pizza place there. I don't think there's much to show you at the end here. Let's see if there's anything up here. I think I've been right up here. If you're new to the channel, I hope you're enjoying the Poznan videos. They've not went very well, these Poznan videos. They're all over the place. I've not researched anything and I've got limited time and I'm exhausted. There's a combination of bad factors there, okay? But I want to show you how it is. End of the day, I got a flight here for so cheap, like 20 quid to fly here. Another place I've ticked off that I've been to. It has been quite interesting walking about. It's just a mix of really nice buildings and really run down buildings. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. Going on over here. They've got some interesting architecture, I will say here. Some pretty ugly buildings as well. But the bank over there's not much to show you really here. That'll conclude the tour, I think. So anyway, you get a taxi from the airport, check the price before you get in, make sure the meter's on. There was no interruptions, there was no delays in the taxi, so there's no way it should have been that price. But I kind of don't blame the driver, to be honest with you, because that price is too cheap to the airport. I bet I'm going to phone him tomorrow when I'm going to the airport and I'll get the same guy coming again. His name's Mark. I'll get the same guy again. That'll be interesting, won't it? I'll be telling him right away, right Mark, none of your nonsense. We know the price, don't we? Anyway, right, I'm out to Tanners to watch football. See you later.